Cinderella sweeps the porch, her movements filled with a quiet weariness. Annie sits nearby, absorbed in polishing her shoes with meticulous care. Fanny primps, her exaggerated gestures revealing a desperate need for attention. The stepmother watches over them all, her scowl a constant shadow over the scene. Annie commands, "Cinderella, mop the floor again." Fanny demands, "And polish my shoes." Stepmother orders, "And fix my hair." In the bustling town square, a royal messenger proclaims, "All young ladies are invited to the royal ball." The prince is searching for his bride. Annie and Fanny, electrified by the announcement, clasp their hands to their chests. Annie and Fanny jump up and down, their faces flushed with excitement. Cinderella timidly asks, "Can I go too?" The stepmother dismisses her with disdain. "You? In your rags? Oh, don't be silly." Annie and Fanny, in their finery, depart, leaving Cinderella alone in the garden. Cinderella sits on a stone bench, her face awash with tears. A burst of sparkles heralds the arrival of the fairy godmother. "Don't cry, my dear. You shall go to the ball," the fairy godmother declares. Cinderella's voice is filled with despair. "But I have nothing to wear." "Leave that to me," the fairy godmother assures her. With a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother begins the transformation, filling the air with magical sparkles. A pumpkin transforms into a carriage, and mice become majestic white horses. Cinderella's rags morph into a shimmering gown and delicate glass slippers. "But remember, you must leave before midnight, or everything will change back," warns the fairy godmother. "Thank you, fairy godmother," Cinderella exclaims, her eyes shining with gratitude. Across the crowded ballroom, the prince's eyes meet Cinderella's, and he is instantly captivated. "May I have this dance?" the prince asks, his voice a gentle invitation amidst the swirling music. Lost in each other's gaze, Cinderella and the prince twirl gracefully across the polished floor. The distant chimes of a clock begin to toll, cutting through the music. "Oh no, I must go," Cinderella cries, the enchanting spell broken by the impending midnight hour. Across the kingdom, the prince carries the lost slipper, his face set with purpose. Annie and Fanny, hope burning in their eyes, strain to fit their feet into the delicate glass slipper. "She's the one who fits this slipper," the prince's voice rings out, filled with conviction. The prince arrives at Cinderella's home, his presence immediately altering the atmosphere. The stepmother declares with dismissive certainty, she didn't even go to the ball. The prince insists with unwavering resolve. "Let her try." Cinderella slips on the glass. Slipper perfect fit. The prince's eyes sparkle with joy as he gazes upon his princess. The prince and Cinderella exchange smiles, their faces radiant with happiness. Hand in hand, they walk into the castle as music fills the air with a romantic melody.